welcome, guys, to today's section of the real estate business night school. This section, we always want to do this section every Friday and Saturday, but I've come to realize that I will be having this section probably once a week, every Friday, due to a number of engagements. But that being said, it could be Friday, it could be Saturday, but I'm going to give us full information. I'm glad that we are here in today's section. And basically, a number of people are creating wealth, you know, taking advantage of a number of things we are sharing on this platform. A number of people are really creating wealth. And if you are not creating wealth, maybe you are not taking advantage. So, in today's section, I want you to take advantage. Please, when it comes to investment and when it comes to business, time is very important. Time is very important. If you enter early, you take advantage. If you enter that same kind of investment, but you enter late, you may miss most of the opportunity. Uh, or you will take advantage, but it will not be as much as somebody that has entered early. So I am looking for 20 investors that I want to create monthly cash flow or yearly cash flow opportunity for. And I've gotten four. Guess what? Those number of people, just one is in Nigeria, three are in the diaspora. I wouldn't call their name. One is in the US, in the UK, one is in Canada, and one is in the USA. So, but I'm going to commence today's section by talking about um, business opportunity. Thank you so much, Mr. Odiano. Say thank you for joining. I'm so glad you are here, Mr. Odiano. Say thank you so much, and thank you also everyone for joining. I just want to go straight to the point because today I think I'm 15 minutes late. I was having some technical issues. So today's section, I'll be talking about 5 must-have investments in 2025 and how you can, let's say 4 to 5 must have investment in 2025. As an individual, you must have this investment. You must have this investment. An investor has to spread their investment across various portfolio. Portfolio is more like a financial term used to talk about investment. So if you are investing in agriculture, if agriculture is in your investment, is in your income source. Okay, let me use the word income source so it becomes easier. Agriculture is in your income source. That's one of your investments in your investment portfolio. If online business is part of your income source, it is one of your investments in your investment portfolio. If stock trading is part of your income source, is a kind of investment in your portfolio. So when you say what is your investments in your portfolio, list out the investments you have in your investment portfolio. We are talking about various income sources that you make. So these are just terminologies, financial terminology. So I'll be listing out. My intention is to share with you 5 different investments you must have in your portfolio that is necessary for 2025 if you must make money, and how you can actually have about how you can actually have like about 1 and 2, and you having 1 and 2, you already have this. Then investing in the third one, and the third investment will be a dual investment. So the first investment, of course, which is the most kind of investment that people have, or the most kind of income source that people have, which I will not even call an investment, income source, is the normal income source, which is in your day-to-day work, in your day-to-day business, or in your day-to-day job operation. Even if you have your own business, it is more of a work, except you can remove yourself from that work for like 6 months and it's not going to die. Then you know that is an investment. Do you get it? So, but a day-to-day operational, a day-to-day work that you do that gives you monthly income source is most basic and most common income sources that everyone have or majority have. But one of the things you need to do, so depending on the work you are doing, you can monetize that skill that you have. So I will give an instance. Somebody that work in a food company and operates in the arm of their farm, like operates as a farm manager, and has have a lot of experience for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, but is earning salary. From that basic income source that you are making money from, do you know that you can create another kind of income source from your job that you are doing? So I don't know the job you are doing, so you can give me an example of the job or business, side business that you are doing, and I will show you how you can translate from that monthly income source to another kind of income source with the same word knowledge you have. So I'm using an example of someone who is a farmer earning salary maybe 200,000 on a monthly basis. As a farm manager, manages a big farm, and there's or a supervisor supervises a farm, maybe supervises a, a let's just say a pig farm, and has a lot of experience. On a monthly basis, they are paying him 250K on a monthly basis. That is a basic income source. That is a normal income source. That is most general income source that people do, monthly earnings. But you can convert that monthly earning to another kind of income source, which is more like a passive income source. And that involves selling what you know. See, what you know, you may be thinking you don't know much, but you see that much you don't know. There are people that you may be thinking you know little, rather still the same. But the little you know, there are people who don't even know half of it, and they are ready to pay you for what you know. So this is the period in 2025. You must monetize. You must think about, how can I monetize every opportunity I have with me? And one of the simplest way is to automate your monetization. So your knowledge now in the area of, for an instance, as an agric farm supervisor, a number of people want to go into agric business that don't know how to go into it. Your 2 years experience or 3 years experience is enough experience for someone who have the capital. If he grabs that experience, he's going to succeed in that business. But yours may be the capital, the cash flow. So how do you do it? You productize your knowledge, which is converting your monthly earning job knowledge into products. I'll give you an instance. When I kicked off with my online business, I started with importation, and then I moved to e-commerce. Of course, I did blog, quite a number of stuffs. Just a second. Give me a second, please. Okay, awesome. So I actually started with selling detergent and allied products. And I will still go back to that business. As at then, when I started, I never had a lot of capital. But the money I make from that business, I move into blogging. I use the money to buy my first phone. I started from like this, and then I moved. When I started my detergent and allied product business, I was producing Izal, Dettol, Vim, hand wash in the popular Ojuoye market in the mainland. And then the money I started with like 20,000 naira, and the money that I used, I used it to create the products. But out of all those products, I only produce Isa. Then my brother produced hand wash, and then that was the business I started with. And then in the space of 6 months, I was able to raise that 20K to like about hundred of thousand. And that was the first money I used to do what? To start to buy my first phone. I'm sorry for this mistake. Just give me another minute. Something I needed to take care of something, but I've done that. So sorry about this. So I got my what was it called? My phone, and I commenced blogging. I started blogging, and I started researching on importation, and then I'm driving at something, and after I starting importation, I diverted into e-commerce business. After diverting into e-commerce business, selling for people, I've gotten a lot of experience. Now I can teach. I created a course on how to create what detergent and allied product, how to start a detergent and allied product business. Location where you go to if you are in Nigeria to buy those chemicals. What are the chemicals you do? You mix, how to mix them, how to get the plastics, how to brand yourself. Because I branded myself, I called it Alpha Isa. Alpha Isa. The reason why I stopped that business was because NAFDAC was on a colleague neck. So if you don't have NAFDAC number, it's a lot of issues. So I just look at it that I really don't have the infrastructure to set up a warehouse or a manufacturing plant to apply for NAFDAC. So I knew that okay, I will still come back to this business because I could produce like about 10 different detergent and allied products. We could produce Dettol, we could, it's a lot. I went for the training. Redeem Christian Church of God created that training and I paid myself and my brother, and then we went for the training and then we started. That was the starting point. Maybe one of these days, maybe one of our houses, I'll just use it for warehouse. I say, okay, these are warehouse, apply for NAFDAC, set out that arm of business. But for now, I want to put it aside for now. But what I'm driving at is that business moved me into other businesses, e-commerce business. And guess what? From that active business, I was able to create a passive business, which is monetizing my skill, monetizing my knowledge. So look at yourself right now. There may be something that you're good at that other people don't even have 10% knowledge on it and they are ready to learn. So the question is, how do I put it all together? That's number one. And how do I put it online? I want you to know that some of these ideas that I'll be giving you, you may need to do what you may need to develop on them. Because if I focus on one, it's going to take like 3 hours. If I want to take, for instance, monetizing your knowledge, if I want to teach you on monetizing your knowledge, it can take like 2 hours telling you the nitty-gritties of creating a video. But some of these things I've shared them on my YouTube channel. But if you don't get those what's it called? If you don't get it on my YouTube channel, you can always search it. How can I create video? Very simple with your phone. That was how I monetized. During the lockdown in 2020, I needed to pay my investors because as at that time, I collected money from people, pump it into my e-commerce business. And I know that when you are dealing with people's money, don't tell them stories. My mentor has shared this to me long ago because I've helped my mentor and do some of his investments too. We called it LEPIC, Literacy to End Poverty Foundation. And we handled investment worth over 50 to 100 million for people, you know, and it was a lot. And then my mentor told me, Guy, don't tell story when it is time to pay your investors. Because what we did then for my mentor was that we gathered the money and we invest it in stock. I mean, not stock. He did stock investment, but the one I was involved was in crypto, but crypto with AI. So it was a lot. So from those experiences, I know that okay, you must not tell stories. No matter how it is, find a way to give them their money and sort yourself. Except you know that there are few that can understand, and then you can give them a call for an extension because business sometimes you may have some things in mind and it goes another way. So, but during that lockdown, I needed to raise over 500,000 naira. And right there from my home, I was able to raise more than 500,000 because of the knowledge I have. I knew how to monetize my skill on exportation business because during the lockdown, most common business that you can do was exportation of business because in the during the COVID-19 period, a lot of the stores in the USA were short of some of these supplies, and a number of people in Africa, in Nigeria, were exporting items. So I already knew how to do exportation, how to get all those stuff, and then created a video, created that, and I taught people that, and then I sold the course. So why am I saying all those long stories? Where you have expertise, you can monetize it. So all you just need to do is to look at it, look at yourself and say, okay, these are the areas I have expertise, and then how can I monetize it? Am I going to create a video course? There are platforms you can put it online. You can put it on seller.co. You can put it on Paystack, e-commerce website. You can create your own personal website, but on that one, you need a website designer to create a landing page, and then you need a digital marketer to help you run adverts. But if you do it well, you can really make money. Some of the courses I did rather, that was supposed to be charged 50,000 naira, I sold it for 5K, and that was what made me sell a lot during that lockdown. I raised more than 500,000, close to a million naira, paid my investors, and had my own, excuse me, had my own reserve. And when the lockdown was over, I was able to resume my business. So this is the first, excuse me, this is the first business you can do, monetizing your knowledge. Now I'm going to share with you other things that you can do to get cash flow when I come back from this short break. Just 1 minute break, and I'll be right back. Stick with me, don't go anywhere. Thank you.
Anywhere you go, anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
This not make Yes, welcome back, great people. So I was talking about you actually monetizing your knowledge. You know, the beautiful thing about monetizing your knowledge is that you only create it once, and then you make it accessible to people, and then you are making your money. So there are other digital businesses that can help you make money, but this is one of the easiest parts because you are building on what you already know. Do you get it? All you just need is just two persons or one person who understand this, a digital marketer and a website designer. And there are people that can offer you this platform. And then if you take it a step further, you can do the digital marketing yourself. Because if you give it to a digital marketer, if you pay a digital marketer 100,000 naira, digital marketer will run an advert of 50K. You get it? Or run an advert of 50 of 100,000 naira, and then collect a service charge. Do you get it? So depends. If an advert of $100, I may want to collect 50 or $100. So, but if you learn it yourself, you have more advantage. So this way you can make money, and various other ways you can make money from passive income. Maybe you have your what's it called? You have your side business that you're running with someone. It's another type of investment that can help you yield cash flow. Now, if I'm moving to the third investment that can help you yield cash flow. The third investment, or let me say the second investment, because your first salary is not really more of an investment. Do you get it? But this second one that can help you get cash flow is an investment. You invested in the time creating the course. Whatever is giving you money is an investment. So you have done the statistics. I run an advert of 100K, I make 500K. You know your cost and you know your profit. You know, if I run an advert of 1 million, I make 5 million. And that's how digital people do. So that is that about that. Now, the second one that I will be talking about that can help you make a lot of money apart from what? Apart from after you have generated money from what? From the side income business. One of the key investments that you must have, of course, I know you guys know this, is to have an asset, is to have an investment that is near liquid investment. So you have a salary, you have a salary or a job. Let me not say salary. You have a job, and then you have a passive income business, and then you also have that passive income is funding two things. It's funding your near liquid investment, which is more of like investing in the stock or investing in mutual funds. You know, for me, I used to invest in stock. Stock is a good one. But what you need to understand about the stock and the mutual fund investment is that the sole purpose is not really for short-term gain, but is there for liquidity purpose. There was a time in my life that any property I see like this, I can use all my money to buy property. Maybe I can spend like maybe I have some change that I don't need, let's say 10 million, 20 million, 30 million. I just spend everything and then I intentionally go broke investing in properties. But there was a time something came up and I needed urgent money. There was no liquid fund, but I have pool of properties. Do you get me? So that was many years back though. That was when I knew that okay, good. I have a near liquid investment, which is the mutual fund and the stock market investment. Instead of putting your money in the bank, this bank are they are not good people. Instead of putting your money in the bank and the bank is making use of your money and pay. Some days ago, the bank sent me some nairas on one account that I just left money there for long. I just look at these people and say, these people are not, they are useless. They will debit you service charge and then they will credit you your, because if you don't withdraw from your account, there's a certain percentage the bank pays you every month. So, but when you look at how much they debit for service charge and you look at how much they credit you, it just look like these people think, yeah, we don't know what to do with money. So the best thing is to take unused fund, invest it in mutual fund investment. This mutual fund investment is going to yield you cash flow. And you know the sweet part? The more the money, the more the cash flow. Of course, you could start somewhere. It could be $1,000, it could be $2,000. Now, I want you to bear in mind that the purpose of this investment is not for immediate return on investment, but for the purpose of liquidity purpose, meaning when you are in urgent need of money, it's just like saving your money in the bank, but putting it in stock market or putting it in a mutual fund. So when I'm in urgent need of money, within one day, I pull it out. So I have this mutual fund investment. Quite a number is there. Most of the time, I rake out all the funds that are not being in use for my commercial bank, put it there. If I just leave it there for 1 year, it could yield some hundreds of thousands of naira. Today I looked at the chart and I was like, Omo, the more money you have, the more it's easier. You see, if you had like about $20 million or $50 million, you don't need to work. Just put the money in a mutual fund. On a monthly basis, they can be sending you like $500,000 or $200,000, depending on the percentage. That's the same thing in Nigeria. Some people they don't work. Invest 500 million or 1 billion. There are people that are doing this. How do I know? My twin brother Peter is an investment banker and he works with business development people that brings in clients to do what? To invest. And you just be seeing alert confirmation, 200 million, 500 million. I'll say, this alert that they are sending you, send it to me too. I want to see. Say, no, it's not okay, but I'm going to cut out some things. So the name and I said, no, alert. Let me have a feeling as if 1 billion enter my account. And then you see people investing in that amount. They just sit down and then on a monthly basis, they invest like 800 million, 500 million on a monthly basis. They are earning in millions. So, but the truth is that you may not start that much. The beauty of this mutual fund investment is the more the money you invest, the more your cash flow. So, but you can start from where you are. I could remember when I was doing 25,000 monthly savings or 20,000 monthly savings. Sometimes it's not regular, and then we moved to 100,000. We moved to 500,000. Moved to 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Like play, going more than what it used to be. And then you begin to see that the ROI is now different. Before you can make like 5,000 in a month because what you put there is not much, but now you are seeing like hundreds of thousands in a week. So, and the beauty of this investment is that if you need the money in 2 days, the money is out. The money is out in 2 days. So you need to be looking at what kind of stocks can I set up that can be giving me cash flow. So from your passive income business, this is what you do. Or from the business that gives you cash flow, you invest in mutual fund investment, you invest in a near liquid investment. So what are examples of near liquid investment? Or let me not say near liquid, liquid investments, because they are liquid investments. Mutual fund, stock market. I would not advise crypto, except if you know how to do your daily trading. I do trade in crypto too, but crypto is something that I have to be involved if I want to really make a lot of money. Every day I have to be online. I have to be buying and selling, buying and selling. There was a time I used to do that. I trade like 2 million, 5 million buying and selling. There was a time I mistakenly slept off while I was trading. When I wake up the next morning, I've already lose over 500,000. Immediately I woke up, I said, this 500K, I must make it back. And then I sat down for 6 hours on the platform, buying and selling with the millions, buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling. And then I was able to gather my 500K back. And then I say, no, I want an investment I can invest in that I will go away. Because investment, when you know that you are really doing investment, is when your time is not there, when it does not need your time for you to get ROI. See, for the crypto space, if you are doing a short-term trade, it needs your time. You need to be on the platform. The same thing with forex. You need to be on the platform. You follow the chart. You buy and sell. So, and I said, no, I want to invest in things that it doesn't need my time. I invest my money. I go and sleep. I get my ROI. I want to use my money to buy time, not using my time to buy money. And that was why I move out of stock. And so, if you are, I mean, out of crypto. And so, if you are not so good with crypto trading, you are going to lose some money. There's no way you're going to do crypto and forex and not going to lose money. But at the point of my life, as at that time, I was not ready to lose money. I was only ready to do what? To make money. So I'm going to tell you some questions are already coming in. Which platform do you do the mutual fund investment? I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to start answering questions. So from your cash flow business, set a near liquid investment, or near liquid investment. One of the liquid investment is in mutual funds or the money market fund. Your principal is guaranteed and your ROI is guaranteed. But there are some high yield investment, highly risky. Your principal is not guaranteed. The money you put is not guaranteed, but you can make over 50%. These investment companies have this investment. But you know what? I don't like those investment because your money is in the hand of speculators that use their financial expertise to speculate. And guess what? You make profit, they make money. You make loss, they make money because they're going to charge you for service fee. So when you make profit, they make money. You make loss, they make money. So why is it so? If I make loss, you too should make loss. So I'm not going to give you money to work with my money, and then you make loss, and then I'm bad. So I would choose a moderate low risk investment in terms of mutual fund investment. I'm not ready for 50% profit in 5 months or in 6 months. No, just give me my 5% profit guaranteed, or give me my 28% profit in a year guaranteed. Share it across the month. Maybe it's 4% or 5% every month. I don't mind. Let me just be seeing my 100 million and my 4%, something like that, or my 200 million, my 500 million, or my 20 million, or my 10 million. So when I need because the purpose there is not really like I really want to make, I just want to have something that if I quickly need some cash, I pull it out instead of it being in the bank. These investments are long term in nature more. If you put 200 million there and just leave it for like 10 years, when you come back, they are compounding interest. They compound. At the end of the month, they had your ROI back, and then they start giving you return on investment on your initial principal and ROI. Is a lot. I don't want to share the back end to you. Move away from this. Another kind of investment that you should focus on in 2025, you must focus on this. You must focus on it. And it's one of the wisest investment that you can do, which is what I've always been pitching, which is what? Which is the land property investment. You buy a location and then you keep it. I've said several information on how you can spot a good deal. Now, one of the best ways you can make money in landed property is not only when you sell. If only when you sell is when you make money, then you are making an error already, or you are not making the best use of your capital, of your money. But when you make profit on purchase, I've been sharing a number of these ways on how to make profit. You are purchasing an item, but you're already making profit. Not talk of when you sell it. So let me share a story that better explains this. When we first started the real estate investment, there was a location because I go for several trainings and I attended one of my mentors' training, paid some hundreds of thousands, and part of the package of this training is that we're going to show you an investment opportunity when it comes, locations that you can buy and invest. So I paid for the training. I think the training was like about 300K. But then I just begged him, Oga, me sef I'm your two now. You know that now we too dey handle some of your investments with some. So I go pay you, but I no go pay 250K. Now your boy now, I paid him 100,000 and I entered the section. I didn't look at it as my mentor and we are handling business aside. And then I said, no, I want this man to know that I'm ready for business. And I leveraged on the relationship and paid him little. And I attended the class, real estate master class, everything you need to understand. Part of the package is when we have a landed property opportunity, we'll share with you. And then here comes landed property opportunity shared with me. These are kind of the opportunities I've been sharing with investors that are making money from this. And then he said, okay, we are going to this location. Do you know the day we were going to that location, it was on Sunday. We left the location, we left our pickup location by 2. By 6 p.m., we have not gotten there. Because it was on Sunday, people were moving out of that location to Lagos. It was in Ogun State. So myself and other mentees, they were like, Oga, this place is far, this place is far, this place is far. They were discouraged because it was already 6:30. We've not gotten to the place and it's late due to traffic. So he was not happy with the way people were to saying it's far, it's far, it's far. So later I reached out to him. I told him, sir, I'm interested though. I will see that place. And then so another day we fix another day. The other mentees were not there. And then I was there with him and his other colleague investors. And then we went. And then when I saw the place, I discovered that, man, this place is the best deal. Because before that time, I've already bought landed property and I knew how property appreciates. So I've shared on that road to that place, the road was tight, very tight. There's electricity, there's community. In fact, projects are coming up there. And when I saw the price, I was like, these people don't really know the value of that's why they are selling it at this amount. And then I keyed into it. So what are the things that can help you make profit on purchase? Number one, today I messaged somebody on my phone because I saw the development that this developer friend is doing. When it comes to pre-launch offer in investment, at that point, people that are pushing that investment, they are trying to do two things in one. They are trying to bring the investment to the market and they are trying to raise funds. That's the simple truth. So when there is a landed property or there is an housing project and you hear pre-launch offer, this is the easiest way to make profit on purchase. I'm not telling you this because I'm an investor in real estate. I run a real estate company. I'm telling you this because I've seen this make millions for people. So there is a duplex that a real estate company is about to launch, and their pre-launch offer is 65 million. The pre-launch offer can run for 1 month, and the duration of development is for 12 months to 18 months. Guess what? The first set of people, and they will say, key in with a down payment of 10% or key in with a down payment of 15%. So let's take an instance 70 million, a rounded figure. 10% of 70 million is 7 million. Came with a down payment of 7 million. What did I say? Pre-launch offer is to achieve two things. Number one, to help the investor kick off the project because they have already spent a lot of money acquiring the land, sorting out documentation, and they want to do infrastructures. Does not mean they don't have the money in their bank. But business, you have to be wise with business. You don't have to use all your money in the bank to run a business. You have to look, okay, how can I use other people's money? Okay, apart from going to get loan, how can I use other people's money in a way that it will benefit other people pre-launch? Okay, we know that this project is selling for, should be selling for 90 million, but we want to put it for 70 million. for fast investors. Then they should key in with a minimum deposit of 10%. Now, they will say, okay, we just want 30 people to take advantage of this. Once they get those 30 people, they will close it. They will now start selling it for the main price. You see, this is also the same method individuals can make money. Okay, there's a project, it's selling for 90, it's supposed to be selling for, at the beginning of the launch, supposed to be selling for 90 million, but they put it for 70 million and they tell you to invest 10%, 7 million, and spread balance for 12 months. Putting your 7 million naira down as an instance has tied down that 70 million initial offer. I can tell you 6 months down the line, a lot of things are going to be changing because there is a review of price. They will begin, as they develop, they will push that price from 70 to 90 to 100. You see, these are ways people secretly make money. They just buy 5 units of the initial deposit at the pre-launch offer. Okay, I want to pay. Let me now tell you what they will do. Those people sometimes they don't have the money for the old this thing. I've done this too before. Okay, give me. I want to buy 3 units. Okay, it's 7 million, 7 million, 7 million. That's 21 million at 70 million naira package. Good. Set up the contract. Now the company is 6 months down the line. They push it to 95 million. In 6 months, you from 70 million, let's say they push it to 85 million. In 6 months, from 70 million to 85 million, you just wait another 9 months when the project is supposed to stay for like 12 months. By 6 months to 9 months, they have gotten to 70%. They push it to like 99 to 100 million. You came in at 70 million. The easiest way you can just do, you as a marketer, maybe you have already, or as a business person, you bought 2 units. You say, okay, you find someone that will buy your unit. Because you already have a contract with the company, you can reach out to the company and say, hey, I keyed in my land at 70 million or my housing project at 70 million. I want to sell it. So, or what you do is that you sell it to your clients, or to your everybody have. You can always sell to someone if you have a contact and then you are trustworthy, and then you are pitching the value of that product. So it's currently selling for 95 million. You call your people and say, okay, you can take advantage of this, pay so amount, and you sell your unit at a profit. You keyed in with 70 million, you are selling it at 99 million or 100 million. That's how people make a lot of money from real estate space in a short while. So one of the fastest things you can do is to always take advantage of pre-launch offer. Is very key. Today I messaged someone, a developer CEO friend of mine is doing a project on the island, and I saw this project. I'm like, this project too, because I know what initial the opportunities in initial deposit. This project too is not bad. They're selling it for this amount now. I can bet in the next 6 months it will shoot to like 90 million. And currently they are selling for 65 million. And what you just need to do is to key in with 6.5 million. I don't need to live there. I've said it to us that your landed property or your property investment is not, you don't need to live there. It is for investment. Let it out or sell it out. Get your return on investment or you get your cash flow. So one of the fastest way to make money from real estate is not just buying, is buying at a pre-launch offer. Number one, nobody has, you may not have had this. They will say good road, electricity, good. That is the basic things that must be there. Oh, there's future projects. Of course, we know there must be future projects. It must have good roads. There must be electricity. There must be a community there. Good. But one of the fastest way you can make money is through pre-launch offer. And that was what I did when I went to that location with my mentors and his colleague. I saw that, good, this is a pre-launch offer. Key in with so amount. So in my eyes, it was just like they were saying I should bring 4 million to collect 10 million. That was what I was saying. Because okay, this land property is 4 million naira now. And I look at it, it's not one plot. Oh. Like it's okay. This one plot now, by the time they do a number of things, I'll make money from this. And I was not buying much, it's just 1 acre. But you see, my mentor and his colleague, they were buying like about 50 acres. So me, I'm just like 1% out of the 100% money. So I said, oh yeah, let me put my money. Do you know what I was benefiting from? Number one, pre-launch offer. I bought it at the price they are buying it. Number two, their development is rubbing off on me because when they bought the everything, let's say 100 acre, they cleared you 100 acre, they started gatehouse. And you know, I've explained what brings development in real estate. Once you take a tractor to a location, development will start. Even the people that sold it to you will increase their price. So sometimes one of the things we do is that before we even start development, find a way to buy as much as possible, because when you clear like this, they are now wise. They are not the families of 20 years ago that are not wise. They are now wise. So you can't bamboozle them. So you have to be wiser too, because I don't want dropping money. So, and I got this knowledge early enough. The first land I bought, I built on that land. I helped the real estate company to increase the price of their land. I bought it for 400,000, and then I built to rented to roof level. Within 6 7 months, they started selling that place for 800,000, because when people come into the estate, they see my house. I say, oh my God, I spent some million to develop these people's property. Okay, it's not bad, but what if I have bought more before I started building? So in investments, you learn more via experience. So when it was now time for me to buy 10 acres, 20 acres, don't develop, buy as much as 30 acres, 50 acres before you start anything. So ensure you key in with initial deposit. So this is one of the ways you can make money with real estate. So some of the businesses you are doing, you want to do what? You want to channel it to real estate. And gone are the days. I used to share that gone are the days, the word, you don't wait to buy land, you buy land and wait. Gone are the days it is relevant. Because why will I buy land and wait when I have opportunity to make money from that land? So you can make money from the land in three different ways or various ways. I've mentioned several of these ways. So going back to what I said from scratch, your basic job, your passive income, your liquid investment, and the real estate is a near liquid investment. Why do I call it near liquid investment? It's a near liquid investment because it's not something that you can say, okay, I want to sell, and then in 3 days you can quickly sell, except you are very good at selling. But the liquid investment is an investment like the mutual fund you get. Those are for unforeseen contingency. Instead of it being in the bank, you put it in a place that is yielding you, no matter how small, because it's not really about the small that is coming in. By the time big money coming, you have developed the capacity of an investment capacity. You just move it there without thinking of what expenses you want to buy. So that's that about that. Now for the real estate part, buying landed property, taking advantage of pre-launch offer is one of the best way of making money faster. Don't buy a landed property that has been launched and good. The area is good. It has been launched maybe 5 months, 1 year. That's when you now came to buy. You have made a you've not made the best. The money is higher. And that's one of the things people do when they go to a location and you share them a location, they see bush. Say, it's bush, it's bush, it's bush. Okay. It's selling for 200 or 400,000 naira per plot now. It's bush. And two people went to the site, one person buy, the other person did not buy. Before I always convince, I try to call, convince, but now I don't convince. So I don't do too much talk. Okay. The one or after I've talked and explained, I try to convince, share the value of what the place is all about. But if I see that the investor is not really understanding it, I just allow the investor be, so that it doesn't look like I'm I'm too much on the investor. But somebody that visited that location, one person kidding with 400K as an instance. Now, do you know that land that I bought for 4 million naira for 1 acre? It didn't take me 3 months because the company I bought it with, that's the two, my mentor and his colleague, they operate a real estate company. They cleared it in 2 months. They started the gatehouse. That 4 million naira land, I was able to convert it to 10 million naira. Why? keying into pre-launch offer. Of course, all those basic things. Is the road good? Is the document good? Is it free from acquisition? That one is very basic. That one shouldn't be what they should be teaching you now in 2025, because you should know that, okay, this and some of the ways to 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 avert that is also buying from a real estate company, because they would have done quite a number of those jobs. Do you get it? So, but because I keyed in into initial offer, and then that gave me that advantage, and I sold out. I sold some, I left some, because I know that now 1 acre there then, I don't want to tell you the exact price. 1 acre then there, let me just tell you, was 400,000, 1 acre. And then when they finished all those clearing, one plot was 500,000. So 6 times 5, that is 500 times 6, that's 3 million. 400,000, 3 million. If you understand the concept of land banking and land flipping, and you know how to flip, you make a lot of millions. Now one plot there is selling for 5 million. Before, I was thinking I was making money, 6 plots for 3 million. Now, excuse me, one plot, 5 million. So, any of the estates we launch, we don't sell out, because the one we are selling or we are giving to people to take advantage of, that money just come back in the next 3 years or 4 years. The money you used to sell 30 plots, that may be the money for one plot. So don't be greedy to sell off. Can sell like 70% or 60% for operational working capital. Let me use the word working capital. The main money is when you leave it for like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 years. So you don't want to, sorry, I kind of have a little bit of cough. So I'm just trying to, I didn't want to extend this meeting. So you don't want to miss out on initial pre-launch offers. And then I used to share with people that gone are the days when you buy land and wait. It is time to buy land and make money while waiting. And that's why some of the landed property we pitch to investors, because this is an investment masterclass. So everybody here is concerned about investment. So how can you make money from the land? So take for instance that 1 acre we bought then for 400,000. I didn't sell it. One plot now is selling for 5 million. 5 times 6, 30 million. See, this thing I'm telling you is not lie. So, you know, real estate is about time. No, people may not want to stay for 5 years. But when that 5 years will come, that's when you see them cashing out. Because it takes a lot to just tie that money, buy landed property and keep it. But when the fruit of that labor starts reaping, it looks like blood money. If I didn't sell off, because I sold like 5 plots, I left one plot. So if I didn't sell them, and then I did a rental income opportunity there, maybe I was farming there, or I leased it to some people, at least you'll be getting cash flow for the time being. So that's the same thing I tell people. Don't buy land and wait. Make money while waiting. Don't buy land and wait. Make money while waiting. And that's why as we evolve, we begin to create products that are in line with some of the things people can take advantage of. Now, there are some places, depending on the location you buy, determines what you can do to make money. You can't buy land in Lekki and you are farming there. You get it? You can't buy land in Ikota or Ikate and you are farming there. I've mentioned some things that you can do to make money while you're waiting. Do you get it? But now, that place is developed. How much money do you want to make there when you buy there for 50 million, 70 million, 80 million? In 5 years' time, you can't sell it for 500 million. So one of the best bet that you get your most return on investment is where the places that have not developed. But you see, the places that have developed, they are different model to do. You have to construct, you have to build on that place, you have to develop a duplex, you have to develop an housing estate so that you can make your money fast and move out. You enter develop, take your money, move out. But you see locations that are not so developed, those are where your money is much. Those are where you can make a lot of money from. So passive income, mutual fund investment, real estate. And from that real estate investment, you can create other income sources, which is from farming, which is from leasing, which is from timber business. Check out a number of my life section. I specified, there are sometimes I specific on different ways to make money on your unused land. I've made mention of these different places to make money on your unused land. So there are some lands that you can use for car wash, depending on the location that you buy them. There's some land that you can use for club, like a tennis club or so club or so club. You get it, depending on the location. There's some land that you can just lease. There's some land that you can use for event centers. Do you get? There are some land that you can use for farming. Do you get it? So, but some of these places that you can take advantage of are locations that can help you make massive return on investment. Now, I've gotten 4 people that take advantage of this, and I can tell you that if you also take advantage of it, or if you have even done it and you can even increase, you can even increase your investment in that location, it is one of the best bets. So, uh, I'm going to, if you have your questions, please start rolling it in. This section is going to last maximum 1 hour 15 minutes. This is 1 hour. This is about 52 minutes, and I don't want it to be much. So, before I move forward, I want to appreciate everyone that are live on today's section. You guys are awesome. You guys, no, you guys are awesome. I just posted it by 8 p.m. and you came on board. Very awesome. I love that. You know, that shows that you are investment minded. I know a lot of us are from Dubai. Mr. Odiano says from Dubai. I didn't tell us to introduce ourselves initially because I was already 12 minutes late. So I just moved straight in. Mr. Odiano said from Dubai, thank you so much. And also Mr. Paul, Mr. Ifani from Benin City. Yes, thank you so much. I will attend to your question now. So have this in mind that in 2025, what are everything you must do must yield you cash flow. Must yield you cash flow, or you must make the best, you must milk everything from every of your fund. No idle fund. Don't leave money in the bank. Put your money in the investment house. Put your money in the stock house. When you need it, pull it out. Within 1 day, 2 days, max 3 days is out. And then you can do what? Use it for your investment in real estate, or investment in a business, or investment in a passive income opportunity. So let your money be used. Scrape your bank. I don't even a business account, I always scrape it. You would not see 1 million deal. Pack everything to investment account. Okay, you will see 1 million there. You see some few, but it's just for operational working capital. Okay, we needed to do this, we needed to do this. But when I need huge money, I just present a redemption form. They send it, I use it for what I want to use it. When fund roll in, I move it there. So that's how you should do. Even your personal, even for my personal too, I move it to my own personal this thing. So I also have a threshold that I must have in my own personal account for my day-to-day expenses or other things. But the ones that I'm not need, go and make money. I send them out to go and make money. So that's the same thing you have to do for your business, for your money. Go set up, invest in real estate and see different ways to get your cash flow in. So I'm going to be showing us a project that we are pushing that seriously, if you take advantage of it, you are in money. And gone are the days that I push one plot to people. Minimum is 1 acre. But to that 1 acre is like half plot to me. So you have to think like an investor. 5 acres is 30 plots. There is no way you will see 30 plots and then you would, even if when you maybe take for instance you need urgent money, you sell 20, you still have 10. That 20, you use the money for the 20 to develop. Don't even sell it now. Buy it, get a registered survey your name, process a C of O. CFO sometimes takes 6 months to 1 year, but they will give you the CFO number to show that you have a CFO there. Process the CFO so that when you are settled, I always tell Nigerians in diaspora, Nigeria is still a fertile ground, no matter what. And then you see a lot of news, Africa generally is still a fertile ground. Put some fun. And because you have exchange rate advantage, I can remember when exchange rate was 2000, a lot of creators were buying properties. A lot of celebrities were buying properties because they make money from YouTube. I know one of a creator that bought 10 duplex because exchange rate is in their favor. So if you're in the diaspora, exchange rate is in your favor. You need to invest in a place that's okay, even if it is just $1,000, simple as $1,000, as simple as $2,000, $3,000. If you convert it to naira, it's ranging to some millions. And that sometimes when you are seeing all these millions, say 50 million, then you think it's big. When you divide it by the current exchange rate, global standard, you see that you are still an average person. So, so this investment, I want you to look at a 5-acre project that is 30 acres landed property on a pre-launch offer. Remember what I said, pre-launch offer is the best time to take advantage of opportunity. And that pre-launch offer is the cheapest it can be because, like I said, developers or real estate company they've purchased, they've commenced something, but they also don't want to exhaust their fund. So they give open the pre-launch offer for people to take advantage of. I can remember one of the lands we did a pre-launch offer, it was selling for 6 million. Some people came, they bought. One person was saying, I can't pay 6 million years. When they told me, I was like, okay, convince the client if she doesn't buy, no problem. You see, after 1 week, 2 weeks, our document is out. We push it to 11 million. He knows less or she knows less. And sometimes that's why we pay more for what we don't know. So pre-launch offer is a good deal. So this investment is something that you are going to buy 30 acres. I'm pitching you investing in 30 acres, the minimum, because these 30 acres, I can tell you one plot, I don't know how much one plot is now, but 30 acres is very affordable. We don't even sell one plot there. Minimum is 1 acre because we want everybody there to have an investment mindset. So you buy the land, you hold, you make money from it. You can make money from it through farming. You can make money from it through leasing. So we set out a food company that is already in operation that is taking that land from you and giving you ROI, renewable on a yearly basis. Follow me closely. Renewable on a yearly basis because there are some clients that say, hey, you are making a lot of money than the money you are giving me. It's optional. It's only come and make the money because it takes a lot to put a number of things into care. Renewable on a yearly basis. So you buy the land, 30 acres, they lease it from you, and then they pay you on a yearly basis on that land. See, that cash flow on a yearly basis could be for 1 year, could be for 2 years, could be for 3 years, depending on if you are able to, if you want to continue the contract, or if the company wants to continue the contract, we leave it open. So we could lease it 1 year and say, okay, after 1 year, we may not lease again, or after 2 years, we may not lease again because of this. And then we also recommend what you are going to do that can help you make money on it. Or we are leasing it and we say we want to lease it for 1 year for the next 5 years, and then you come and say, no, I want to use my land. So we keep it optional because there was one that we invested, an investor said, then the investor went deeper, was asking, okay, when you do this, what's your ROI? Okay, this is our ROI. And the investor was like, Omo, I will come and do this on my land. We say, okay, it's good. We want you to come and do this. We even want people to be involved in it. Do you get it? But sometimes why we created a cash flow basis, a cash flow method where you don't need to be involved for Nigerians in diaspora that don't have, because what some people wish to reach out to me, say, financial power, I wish I knew you 2 years ago. I did a bad investment with a sibling, with a family. I hear that thing sometimes, and me and I began to get angry. I say, Oga, Forget story. You know me now. Take action. Leave 2 years ago. You didn't even know me 2 years ago. Now you know me. Take action. I don't want to know about the mistake you did in the past. Let's move on what we are doing now. So, and some people say, okay, the investment they did with, a number of people, it didn't go as they want. When you invest with an organization, their company name, they want to keep it. So even if there is something that may look like didn't go, they would, because they know that they have to protect what their name against a number of stuffs. So they try to deliver. So um this is what this is what I advise some of the people that share me the story. Like, hey, I give my siblings, I give this. I say, okay, there's nothing bad if you have something with your sibling if they are in the same space with you. But if they are not in the same space with you, just deal with an entity that you know that they can they can be accountable for whatever you are doing. So let me pull out I want to pull out this package. Is actually an investment package. Okay, good. Good. So this investment package is actually something that you can take advantage of on a pre-launch offer. Someone has keyed in. I have four people that have taken advantage with 30 acres, get 60. I buy, do you know how many I have there? I have over 100. Okay, they keyed into 30 plots rather. We have over 100 to 200 acres there. And if I calculate how much 100, I mean, 100 acres is 100 times 6, that's 600 plots. So you see, it was before that I used to do 10 acres, 5 acres, but later my mindset increased. I like, hey, people are doing 3,000 acres. So what are you doing with 10 acres, 20 acres? So, and then I pitch people, okay, if you cannot do, if you are looking at one plot, expand, do 1 acre, do 5 acres. And then we're able to get some people that were able to take advantage of it. So let me share my screen with you and tell you how you can make money from this new project that is on a pre-launch offer. There's one of the project that looks like this. When we did a pre-launch offer, I wouldn't lie to you. One plot in that location was selling for 200,000 and six plots was selling for 2 times 6, 12, 1.2 million. Tell me how much is selling now. It's selling for 6 million per acre. 1.2 million, 6 million. And it's not up to 3 years. 1.2 million, 6 million. So you can say, I want to sell, and then we run you through the procedure of selling, how you can reach out to your client. If you have gotten ready with your client, how we can mobilize them to site, see the develop that is going on, and once they are ready to pay, how we can also assist you in the contract of sales. I mean, change what is it called? Document switch. A legal team will do all the document work for a little fee. You make the money, you just charge document fee because you invested, you buy into the idea initially. So that plot was selling for 200 per plot, and now selling for one two as at the launch time 1.2 million per acre. Now is 6 million. I think I'm going to pull it out for you so that you can see it. Just give me a second. I'm gonna pull it out for you. Now, but this one we have here currently. Okay, let me share it to my phone. Awesome. It's here now. Okay, great. Great. Oh my god. Open. Okay, awesome. Just a second. I know you're with me. Let me open it. Okay, now I've seen it. Let me share my screen. Okay, entire screen. Good. Good. I'm sharing my entire screen now. Okay, let me pull out this. This was the project. Now one plot is going for 6 million naira. And then on this 6 million naira, you can take advantage of this. So 6 million naira, your monthly ROI is 900K on this. So if the ROI continues for the next, I mean, I say monthly, yearly rather, sorry, your yearly ROI is 900,000 naira, 6 million naira. Now, if this contract is renewable every year, you can make up to 4 to 5 million naira within a short while, let's say within 4 years, almost back part of your money back. But now this project is still at a developing stage. It has not got to a full maturity. But like I told you, when people keyed in what at a pre-launch offer was selling for 1.2 million. So a smart investor may not go for this. That's why I'm pitching. I've moved out of this. I've pitched that to people when they keyed in earlier enough. Now, a smart investor is going to go for this, which is the Kid Farm City project that we have. Now, this Kid Farm City project, it is, we call it a Kid Farm community, rather. The Kid Farm City or Kid Farm community, and now build later project. Buy a landed property in a location that has a lot of industry in it. Don't buy one plot, don't buy 1 acre, buy 30 plots. Why? Because that is where you make the most money from. That is where you do what you make the most money from. Now, I'm not just saying you buy and wait. When you buy, a food company is going to lease it from you and set out a farm that is going to farm on it, sell it. That money is going to, part of the money is going to use to pay you what? A return on investment. Is going to pay you your what? Your lease rental income, which is a yearly rental income. Now there are various ways they can make money from this. They can do all kind of farm. They can do pig farm. They can do uh they can do maize, grain, and the likes. You get it. And then one of the ways they sell is two ways: sell to B2B, business to business, to companies, food companies, and final consumers via e-commerce platform. Do you get it? And then you earn rental income. Now it's at a pre-launch offer, and I will tell you that by the end of May, this 9 million price is going to shoot to almost additional 50% is going to be added to it, because currently the register survey is in the process. Now, once the register survey is out, it increases. Now, after that, there will be a process for the C of O, general C of O. Once general C of O is processed, it's going to be massive. Remember what I shared with us on initial, taking advantage of initial deposit and also taking advantage of pre-launch offer. So in this way, you can make money what, while allowing your property to appreciate in price. 5 acres, 9 million, pre-launch offer. Now, I know that before the end of this year, 1 acre may be going for what? 1 acre may be going for 4.5 million. Because by that time, now it's still bush. We would have cleared, would have done gatehouse, you'd have seen different portals of what? Of activities. Now, there are various ways. Where is the land back? Is at Ogun State, not far from the Redemption Cap International Breweries, Ogun State Interchange. This location is at Owode, is under Owode local government. Now, this Ogun State Interchange to the location is like 30 minutes drive, or let me just say 20 to 30 minutes drive. And there are other real estate companies settled there. So I am pitching this for smart investors that will take advantage with a minimum of 2.5 million naira down payment and spread their balance for 3 to 6 months. Now, if you're looking at the 1 acre or the half acre, but I just have to reduce it because not everybody may be able to get 5 acres. But if you get 5 acres, that is where the main money is. So 1 acre for 2 million, half acre for 1 million. Half acre is 3 plots, 1 acre is 6 plots, and then 5 acres is 30 plots. Now you can see it's at a pre-launch offer, pre-launch price. By the time we proceed, I can send you some videos of the location. By the time we fully launch, it is going to be massively increased, and then you're going to see a number of projects coming up. So uh this is a is a package that can help you do what that can help you not just buy land and wait. You make money while waiting. Now on this 9 million naira, 1.5 million monthly rental income. Guess what? When we increase it to 15 million naira, it's still 1.5 million monthly rental income. So those that keyed in at an initial deposit, they are the real deal. Or at a pre-launch offer, they are the real deal. Now, why is that so? It is so because the rental fee is at a percentage of the total amount of the property. It's around 8 to 12%. 12% is at a high side. 10% is at a mid level. 8% is at a reserve level. So when when somebody get when somebody have a landed property of 15 million naira, rental income 2 million, depending on the location. Now this also depends on the location. Do you get it? So it's not like the money the lessee or the lessor is paying is for the is for the landed property. No, it's a rental income. It's like I'm renting the way people rent houses. I'm renting this land and I'm paying you. So if this rentage occurs for a period of time, before you know it, you have almost recouped 50% of the cost of the land. And before that time, the land have maximized massively. Now, another thing you can do on this location is that you can farm it there yourself. Do you get it? So you can do massive farming. Now is the time that those that invest in agriculture will make money. And the beautiful thing is that, excuse me, the beautiful thing is that you don't need to do what? Just a second. You don't need to be on the farm. You might need to engage the service of a what? Of an experienced farm manager who is truthful. Very important. You have to do your proper work there if you are not going to be on the farm. If it is someone that you know and then you trust, that you can also make by division, even also give a profit sharing ratio. Make him see that it is the both of us that have this thing, something like that. You know how you are going to prepare it. Like, I'm giving you this 30 acres. If you are okay, I want you to manage this, get the farm manager, let's know what is going to be. Okay, what do you want to farm on? Even a 30 plot is large. So there are some things you can do on 6 plots. There are some crops you can germinate 4 months, 3 months. This is the raining season. You know, crops are going to be enjoying the rain, making use of the best nutrients from rain today, sunrise tomorrow. So it's their period. So there are some crops that you can you can cultivate 6 months, 3 months, 2 months. There are some leafy crops that you can do 3 months, you get ROI back. So all these things you can make money from it, and then you can also list. Okay, Ashapo, I'm not in Nigeria and I don't want to do anything now because I don't have any boss. You can list for rental income. Now, where the catch is that while you are waiting for the capital appreciation, you are making money from it. And then this is an hub that you can come back and say, I have 20 acres, I have 30 acres, I sell, what's it called? I sell 15 acres, or I have 30 plots rather. Sorry, I'm always taking acres. I have 30 plots, I sell 15 plots, and I use the money to develop. This is the best. This is the best thing you can do. I give you 6 months. You'll be making, you can sell off and make return on investment on this because we'd have done a lot better of development. So if this is what you want, I want you to reach out to me on WhatsApp, not call, and I'll be ready to send you the necessary info, or you want to ask me some questions about this. This is something you should take advantage of. Let me put my details on this. WhatsApp message only, please. No calls. So you can send me a detail and I'll be ready to respond to you on a message on WhatsApp +234 003604417. Now let me move into answering our questions because of time. Mr. Ifan asked a question on the mutual fund. Which investment, which platform, which which platform can I invest mutual funds in? Now I'm going to write it down now for you. You can invest in ARM. You can write it down. ARM investments. Let me even share my screen to you so that you can see it there. ARM. Okay, let me not use this. ARMinvestment.com. ARM Investment Center. These are credible. ARM Investment Center is I hope you are seeing my screen. Okay, good. You can see my screen. They take your money and they invest in the mutual fund. Please do the mutual fund. Don't do high yield investment to secure your principal. It's better to make money slow and steady than lose the whole money. So ARM is there. Then we have GDL. You can see GDL is already bringing out my login page because this is where I invest with these people because one of my friend from the Institute of Chartered Accountant was working with GDL and then he recommended say we should GDL too is trying, even though they may not be as the total number of assets they are managing may not be as big as ARM or Stanbic IBTC investment. So very good. I can show you how you can make use of ChatGPT to do what to get list of companies. AI lists mutual fund investment company in Nigeria. You can see ARM, the same Stanbic IBTC I said. FBN Quest is owned by FBN Bank, First Bank Nigeria. Stanbic IBTC is also related to Stanbic IBTC Bank, United Capital, Chapel Hill, Dam. I don't know these people. But what I will say is you can do Meristem, you can do FBN Quest, you can do Stanbic IBTC, you can do ARM. Let me copy this and share in the comment section. AI has made things easy. So I've shared it in the comment section now. So you can do what? Let me see. Oh, it has divided it. But good. Let me show it on the screen. So, but you just use ChatGPT, or let me just show you this. So, whichever, you can go to arm.com, you can go to Stanbic IBTC Asset Management, FBN Quest. I'm going to put it in the comment section at the end of this video. Okay, very good. Let me just post it at the comment section now. Okay. At the end of this video, I'm going to post it on the comment section, and then you can do what you can click, and there are links. You click them, and you have access to them. If you have any question, please let's ask. I said 115 is 120 now. Okay, great. Jumi asks, Jumiola, do you have the rough estimate, the number of years land can be used for farm before land will be for residential? Very good. This years is within the space of, let's say, 2 to 4 years. Within or let me be conservative, 2 to 5 years. Jumiola has invested in this location. She bought 30 plots, and then as an investor, she's still following on. So 2 to 30 years. I say 2 to 30 years, sorry, 2 to 5 years rather. So within the space of 2 to 5 years, you can start. But you need to see this space as a more of an investment hub. So where you have even your residential and your investments hub, like a factory setting kind of stuff, because that is what a number of people there are using it for. Though it's fully residential, but a number of people there are just doing a number of they are doing businesses around it and the likes. So I'm going to paste the WhatsApp details on here, and then you can reach out to me. Please, let's ask our questions, and then you can have access. Thank you so much, Mr. Ifine. You requested for the details. WhatsApp details. Some of us are already reaching out to me privily. Take advantage of this pre-launch offer. In the next 4 years, that 30 plus is not 30 million. No. I will not lie to you, yes, sir. And I said we have over 200 acres here. So what I'm doing is that I'm just pitching out 50 acres for smart investors. And then after that, we are now going to increase it for another 50 acres. It is by 50 acres, and then 50 acres is left for the company, because that's where the money is. Take for instance what I shared with you of a land we bought for 400,000, and the minimum price you can sell that land now. I told you it's 5 million, but let's just say worst case scenario, 3 million naira. 3 times 6, 18 million to 400,000, and it's barely 4 years. 400,000, 18 million. And so when you buy, and then you complete payment, we issue you documents, you can proceed register survey in your name, and the company survey team will proceed C of O. In fact, it's advisable to do a C of O in your name, because by that time, that is the max document. When the price is ranging towards whatever it is, you are confident that you have your document. And then come rain, come shine, nothing can happen. Even if the government want to play a fast one, nothing can happen because you have your CO. Do you get it? And it's even the fast one the government plays is just 2% out of 100%, or let's just say 5% out of 100%. And those that did their document from corner corner, that is when they will face it too. So, but if you follow the right channel, make the right payment, and take the right time, it comes out. When there is what they call overriding public interest, I've mentioned this on this channel. Overriding public interest is when the government want to do a project that overrides your private interest and is a public interest. Then my number is on the screen. Oh, can't you see it on the screen, Mr. Ifine? I've posted it on the screen, please. This is my number on the screen. Here on the screen. So you can take it and reach out to me. Some of us are already reaching out to me. Just tell me on WhatsApp, okay, give me more information. I'll send you the brochure, and then I will also send you a video of that location. And then you can key in with a minimum of 2.5 million naira down payment and a spread balance for 6 months max. And then you can do what? You can take advantage of this. I know that a number of us are smart, because some of us are already taking advantage. This is something you can keep, and then you'll be able to, you'll be glad you did this. You'll be very glad you did this. I think we don't have any other questions. Some of us are already reaching out to me on WhatsApp, but I will respond to you at the end of this section. Thank you so much. I appreciate your trust. Let me go on a short break. If there is no question, I'll call it a day. I said 1 hour, 15 minutes. It's getting to 1 hour, 30 minutes. So I really want to appreciate everyone for coming for today's section. Take advantage of all these things that I'm pitching. And again, I said that we'll be introducing a kind of content to our YouTube channel every Sunday. It's going to be talking about in finance in an educative way. So we are mixing education, which is financial education, with, finance in an entertaining way. We're going to be teaching financial education in an entertaining way. Why? A lot of youths and Gen Zs are concerned about entertainment, and we would want to let them see that, hey, you need to be concerned about business too. That's why you see that this live section, people are not so much. But if it is comedy, you will see a lot of people there. So every Sunday we have something that relates to entertainment and education, and that's what we call edutainment, mixture of entertainment and education. So when we draw them in with entertainment and we teach them education, some of them we watch other what is it called, content that is for real impact, because financial freedom is very key. That's why one of the reasons why people, entertainment or comedy or skit is booming in Nigeria is because a lot of people are frustrated. They want to go online and laugh away their sorrow. So they laugh, 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 and then they just keep body and sorrow together, so body and soul together. If you a good man or a laughing man can still be positive. So that's why some of these things are trending now. So, but the reality still stays that hey, this is what it is. Once you have laughed and you are okay, you still come back to reality. So we're trying to see how we can get those people. And then I look at it that on a Sundays we can be dropping videos on entertainment and education. So it's going to be edutainment. So I want you also to stay ready. Also, you want to support us with your, once it's out, you'll be seeing it. If you're in the community, if you're not in the community, click the link in the description button to join the community, WhatsApp community. So whenever I drop things, you're going to see it. Last year, 2024, almost every day I drop videos, but now it's not almost every day, maybe like twice in a week, because I'm becoming more busier. So, but definitely when there's a new update, you're going to get it there. I really love you guys that you were still here to the end of this section. Thank you so much. I'll be going on a short break. And then if there's no other question, I'll be calling today. Thank you guys. Let me go on a short break now. And then if there's no question, I'll be calling today. Let me go.
Kids and also anywhere you go, anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
This make